I woke up this morning to find out that gingers are now considered black.
What?
Okay.
I guess it all makes sense now, though, why I'm like the turkulator of the internet. Hey, bop, bop, bop.
We as gingers formally and proudly accept this invite. We are so stoked to be a part of this community. We're so excited to attend the cookouts, but don't worry, we will abide to your rules. We're not going to bring any important dishes like the mac and cheese or anything yet. I know y'all need to trust us first. We're cool with just beat up paper plate duty for the first year.
She not lying to y'all. I don't know how the black delegation over there at TikTok pulled this off, but they just traded Puffy, Kanye West, and the dude Myron Gaines for all of the redheads. It's a whole bunch of redheads waking up today in America like.
All right, what is going on? All my bills are paid, but my credit score just tanked. What in the CIA is happening?
What it look like, TV?
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today we're going to get into this Redheads Are Now Black. The black people claiming the redheads on TikTok. Now, I'm going to need you to ride with me all the way through to the end on this one. Because we're going to have a lot of laughs, but we're going to learn a lot in this, surprisingly. But like I said, man, black people somehow have claimed all the redheads. They said it was from one viral video. I tried to find it. But right now, it's just so many redheads on TikTok excited about being black that it's hard to find anything.
People call me ginger all the time because of the color of my beard, and that used to bother me. But shoot, now it's ginger season, you know what I'm saying? So what's that? Hey, gingerbread man, what? Hey, catch me if you can, shoot.
If I see one more video talking about gingers being black, I might just lose my mind. My confidence skyrockets every single time I see one of those videos. Like, I don't think you understand how much I love black women. And like, I don't know why, but I've never felt more safe or more loved than when a black woman calls me baby. Be my mother. Be my mother right now. And to have you guys hyping us up and showing us love, like, it makes me feel so seen and loved and appreciated and welcome. Oh my God.
So I've been seeing this all over TikTok about the ginger and black people thing, and I've been saying it from the get-go that we've always really messed with each other. But you know what I wear every night because of one of my situationships? All right, hold up. Hello. She gave me this as a gift, right? And she told me, she's like, nah, your hair's gonna look, and since then, my hair's been amazing. I don't know. But yeah, no, we mess with each other.
I will only be referred to as Little Cinnamon from now on. That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life, and I humbly accept the title.
Together we will rule! Beautiful black people coming on this app and raining down compliments about my hair and my skin. You are the standard of beauty. I've never heard so many compliments that weren't creepy in my life. My gingies, you know that people that have normal societally accepted hair colors and skin have consistently made us feel like others. You know, the people that used to throw rocks at us when we were young and said that we couldn't feel it because gingers don't feel pain. You know, the creepy guy who fetishizes us. You know, the people who called us dirty because we had freckles. We aren't friends with those people. We're on black people's side. Just say it. Black people and redheads coming together means the biggest, best house parties full of beautiful people.
Hell yeah, brother, it's confirmed. Redheads are black people. I got that pass. And I'm finna use it too. But my question is, when does my dick get bigger?
to all my new cousins out there, I hope this lasts forever. All right? Because let me tell you something. Come November 20th, which is National Kick a Ginger Day, literally, you can look it up. I need all of my cousins to show up and be like, who are you gonna kick?
Craziest part is, man, he ain't lying. Cuzzo ain't lying, man. It's actually a National Kick a Ginger Day. So I think we need to just rename November 20th to Timberland/Work Boot Day. And everybody sending their pictures of people that kicked them on National Kick a Ginger Day. And we just gonna return some favors.
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Well, since gingers are now black, I have something to say with all the white women I slept with that say they would never sleep with a black man. The famous words of David Chappelle, "Gotcha, bitch!"
Told y'all, man, they over there having a great time right now. You know they having a great time when they start giving out PSAs to each other.
If you are not a natural redhead, a ginger, keep scrolling. This is not for you. You have 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now that they're gone, I need you to listen to me very closely. Got this? Don't this up. Fuck this up for us. We have one chance. It's the best thing that's ever happened to us. Be cool. Lay low. Got it? Don't do anything stupid. Alright, I'll see you out there.
Telling you, you don't want to be the person to mess this up. A lot of people is getting something that they need and that they never had in their life. Please don't be the person to mess this up for them.
Don't screw it up.
But like I was saying, man, it's a new day and age. Things that was okay yesterday aren't okay today. And there's certain new rules that's put in place that I think everybody needs to be made aware of, because nobody likes to get punched in their mouth randomly.
I just found out yesterday that I'm a black man. All gingers are black. So with that being said, y'all better watch that hard R.
My nigga.
So I've got a couple things that I need to make clear real fast. Only black people and natural born redheads are allowed to use the hard ER. No one else can say ginger. You hear me? The rest of y'all, you know, those that dye their hair, the fake ones, you can say ginger. We'll give you the ginger pass. The rest of you Mayo people, it's redhead. Anyone calling me a no-soul from here on out, it's now considered a slur. Thank you very much. So know your place. Don't be a gingist.
That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
Some people over there feel like it was just destiny. It was bound to happen. Some redheads just was going to end up with black people, whether they was considered black or not.
My brother has Down syndrome and autism. He doesn't know how to tell time. He doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't know what a president is. But you know what he does know? When a black woman walks into the room, he gets giggly, shy, quiet, and all of a sudden he can be a perfect gentleman. He could be having a level 20 tantrum, screaming and breaking things. I don't want a haircut. I'm not. What a minute. Black woman named Rhonda walks into the room. Hey, honey, I was getting your haircut today. How you doing? Sit down right here. You know that infectious, loving energy that they give off. All of a sudden, perfect. No anger. Who's that? I don't know her. This man, ever since he has started living in a group home that is run by black people, has become a completely different person. He's respectful, he's kind, he's compassionate, he's telling us that he loves us, he's giving us hugs. Unheard of! The only difference is, he's now surrounded by black people, and that's where he is his most happy. So,
we gotta be fair, man. The question has to be asked, man, respectfully. Was it him? Or was it y'all? I'm just saying. But anyway, man, like I said, that morning, tons of redheads woke up elated and overjoyed. And a bunch of other people woke up, heard the news, and was a little upset and confused.
I got a bone to pick with, I think, the black community. We need to discuss Who made the rules that gingers are now invited into the black community? Who made the rules that gingers are now blacks? That's all I'm seeing on TikTok. See a Carrot Top dancing around because he was happy to be invited to the barbecue. Boy, I've been fighting to get in since elementary school when me and Marilyn and Aaliyah would be double dutching with our braids, practically smacking on the blacktop. Or since high school, since senior year, when me and Tanika and Boopy would roll up in my Mitsubishi Eclipse. Or that summer that Tyrone and I would be hanging at the pool, sipping Boone's Farm out of a brown bag. Where's my invite? And don't get me started, because right now at 47 and a half, my best friend's black. And I love her and you. So send the invite my way.
See what I mean, man? Everybody wasn't thrilled. This wasn't a thrill day for everybody. Everybody wasn't overly excited. Some people was like, where my pass at?
It's not fair. It's not fair that, like, this is even something that I think anyone has to go through.
But after 48 hours of loving on the redheads.
Black for one day, okay? And now I'm red velvet cake. My hair, my whole life they've been calling this color dirty dishwater blonde. Black people had it for one day. They called it rose gold. I'm more flattered. In one day,
the redheads started putting up thank you posts. And this is when it started becoming eye-opening to me.
In all seriousness, with the trend going on, all gingers are black, I have not felt this much love ever in my life. And to the girl that's making this go viral, I just gotta say thank you. Thank you for the love. But honestly, truthfully, thank you, all of you. I hated being a redhead growing up because I was that kid in special ed who couldn't read, who couldn't write, and I also had red hair. I had a stutter, and now I grew up to be pretty successful. But I never felt loved until today. Like, oh my gosh. So to the girl who made this go super viral, if you're ever in Dallas, Texas, let's go to dinner. You name it, I'll pay for it and I'll take you. My mother's coming too. So thank you all. I love you. Like I seriously, I am mind blown by this, like no other. Thank you.
I did not have being defended by the black community on my bingo card this year. I did not have, goodness gracious, I did not know that I had all this hurt that I've just held on to, I guess. I didn't know, I didn't have any of this on my bingo card as a lifelong redhead. I did not expect this. When I saw the video a few days ago, the one that's mega viral, saying that all gingers are black, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say ginger. I think I'm supposed to say ginger now, because now that I know what letters are in the word ginger, there's so much happening in my brain right now, I can't really even comprehend. I'm a very soft-hearted person. So when I was picked on my whole life for my hair color, I tried my best to just let it roll off my back and just assumed everyone went through that kind of, I assumed blondes, brunettes, like, but as I'm being educated and as I'm seeing the black community accept me because of my red hair, so much is going on in my brain, and all of the hurt and pain that I felt growing up, it's all like rushing forward, and I'm realizing that the reason that I dyed my hair for so long was, oh my gosh. I wanted to post something earlier, but I couldn't get my thoughts together. I'm trying to post it now, and I clearly can't get my thoughts together. I was called carrots for so long. I was excluded from activities because, no, your hair's the wrong color. I remember when Ariel came out, believing like finally someone looked like me on TV, which is why when Black Ariel came out last year or 2 years prior, I remember that feeling, and I was so happy for all the little black girls in the community. Like, I was 11 or 10? No, probably 11 or 12. When someone said, do the carpets match the drapes? And I was like, what the fuck? What does that even mean? I'm 12. Then I remember in middle school, we had to shower in PE and we had to undress in front of everyone. And the carpet
matched the drapes, but the carpet was very kinky, curly, frizzy, and everyone else's carpet was flat, and I got picked on because of my pubic hair. How is that even, how did my brain rationalize that as being normal? But it did, and I actually forgot about it. One time I had a piece of hair actually come off of my head, and it was kinky and curly, and it was like a deep purpley reddy shade, and I remember somebody saying that it was a pubic hair, but it was off of my head. And then we have an entire Irish community here where I live, but it's called Dogtown because we are called dogs. And I don't know, I never, ever, ever made the parallel of black people and redheads because I was still white. I'm still white. And even though I'm maybe the lowest on the totem pole of the whites, I'm still white. And so I wasn't treated as poorly as the black people I knew. And I never, ever even drew a parallel or tried to compare or anything because I knew I still had it better, which is so wrong. And I don't mean to cry. I cry when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm scared, when I'm angry. This is just my heart. I always cry. I've always been made fun of because of that. But I am so excited to be part of your community. And even when I say that, the back of my head says, your hair's not red anymore. You're not part of that community. My hair started changing because I dyed it so much because I didn't want it to be red. But when you look at my kids, they are full on redheads. Hi, glad to be here.
Shit just got real.
So I normally don't make this kind of video. This channel was created for me to share my silly little Minecraft videos. I don't do talking head stuff, and I surely don't try to jump on trends and that sort of thing. But this whole thing with gingers being black, it's wild. You know, I know it's just a fun internet trend, and we're all having a good time with it. But the more I scroll, and that's all that's on my FYP right now. The more I scroll, the more I see posts of people, you know, with genuine reactions to it. And it's got me really thinking, you know, as somebody so first off, I grew up with a black stepdad, and I'm obviously redheaded, you know, it used to be up here when I was younger. But, yeah, I was viciously bullied growing up. And even when it wasn't physical, you know, it was constant comments about, you know, how I don't have a soul, and does the carpet match the drapes, and oh, you're just a redheaded stepchild, and you know, getting made fun of when my skin gets flaky and ashy because I forgot to use lotion. You know, I got a little bit right here going on actually right now. Yeah, I've never felt so seen. And even though it is just a trend, and I'm sure in a week the internet will move on to the next one, I appreciate you all very much, more than you'll know. We all do. Thank you.
Anybody starting to notice a trend in these thank you posts yet? They all starting to sound like carbon copies of themselves.
I don't think you guys understand like how genuinely like exciting this past week has been as a redhead, because our entire lives, like, we've always had, like, you know, backhanded compliments, things that are inappropriate, negative being said toward us, and we kind of just got used to it. We're kind of used to just being othered, just kind of being in the background, like in the shadows. And so this past week, you know, just getting this sort of recognition and appreciation is very rare, and it is actually really, really nice to see. But just so you know, this has always been the wave, meaning like, you know, coming from a community that has certain standards that like to be met, and we haven't really always met those standards. We are considered unique. Again, being othered. There's never been a time, you know, the black community, especially black women, have always given me the most like purest, genuine compliments. It's not like, oh, you're beautiful for a redhead. It's just, you're beautiful. Your hair color is amazing. Like, it goes so well with your skin and your eyes. Ooh, when you wear forest green, which that's like my favorite combo. That's my favorite color to wear. But just things like that, like, to actually have something going viral and like trending that involves redheads and it's not negative or it's not, you know, inappropriate or anything, it's just genuine love and appreciation for us is really rare, and it is such a nice feeling. So yeah, I'll speak for myself, but I also think I probably speak for a lot of us when I say we appreciate all you guys, we appreciate all the love, and we love you back. Have a good day.
I don't think people realize what you have done for people of my color, of the redhead, you know what I, like, my entire life I've been bullied for it. You know, not my entire life, my adult life not so much, but you know, there's sly comments that are made. This past week, I have felt more connected, more appreciated, and more loved than I ever have from a community of people in my entire life. In my entire life. Anytime I see a video of people talking about us and like, and saying the whole thing, I feel accepted and connected, and I hit follow instantly. Like, I've been bullied, you know, the sly comments of like, oh, does the carpet match the drapes? Like, all this stuff, it gets to you, you know what I mean? And especially the backhanded compliments. Well, you're really cute for a ginger or something like that. Like, it's just, why am I just not really cute? Like, come on now, you know what I mean? And so I've dealt with that my entire life. And so to see that this community, like y'all's communities are claiming us and accepting us, is the coolest thing I've ever been a part of in my entire life. This past week has been the best week of my life. And I just want to show my appreciation, my gratitude to, you know, all the kind words, all the love, everything that I've received has been incredible. And y'all have made my week. I'm sure for every ginger alike who's seen it, who's been a part of it, you have no idea how much it means to me. And I just wanted to come on here and say that. Like, I truly feel like I'm a part of something, and I've never had that before. So thank you.
All this talk about how gingers are black too, or at least not white, is really healing my soul, like in a big way. You know, I've seen multiple black women on this app make videos about how y'all thought we were, like, redheads with freckles were the beauty standard and like the ideal. Once again, black women are the heroes in my life. Like, that I can't tell you what that's doing for my inner child, because first of all, I thought y'all were the beauty standard. Like, I know, we all know that the blonde Barbie thing has always been the it look or whatever. But I would go to bed every night and I would pray. I grew up in a very religious household. I would pray that God would turn my hair jet black and give me beautiful brown skin, because I didn't feel like I belonged. I didn't feel like I belonged the way that I looked.
This is the second time that I've tried to make this video, and I'm going to try to keep it concise. I keep getting too long-winded or too emotional. I just wanted to share why the gingers are black trend is made me smile so much and made me feel so loved. It brought me back to being 9 years old on the playground in the 4th grade in my very rural redneck town. I had been being bullied a lot by kids in my school, and there was a couple of instances that really stick out in my memory. It was almost 30 years ago, but one was these popular girls who had never really talked to me before suddenly wanted to play with me, and then they wanted to play this game that I never heard of but made us talk to the spirits. It was a very spooky game, and the spirits ended up telling them that the girl with purple pants, I had purple bell bottoms on, and red hair was evil and a witch. And so they began to laugh and scream and run away from me, and while I was confused on what was happening and why this was happening, we ended up all getting in trouble because it caused such a disruption in the class, and they convinced the teacher that it was my fault, that I was teaching them witchcraft. I was a super sheltered Christian girl at the time, so it was devastating. But in that class, I had 2 friends who were always kind to me. Stacy, a little black boy, who helped me learn my multiplication tables, and he was the funniest kid I knew, and we would always make sure our desks were together whenever we switched up desks that year. And then Chambray, a little black girl who we bonded over people being weird about our hair and wanting to touch it. And we made a promise to each other that only we could touch each other's hair. So on recess, we would always play with each other's hair, putting it in ponytails and braids. They were my best friends. It was my last year in school, so it was very lonely when I left school, and I missed them a lot, and I still think about them all the time. But together, all of us were bullied. I remember one particular bad day, we all got chased, and when I got chased down, they screamed at me that I was an inward lover. Didn't really understand what that meant. They knew it was wrong. They knew it was bad. And I realized that looking back, I know I woke up when I was 9 years old. I was in a very conservative family. My family made lots of jokes that were not okay. And ever since that year, I would fight them. I would scream. I would cry. I would throw fits. I remember my family saying, like, why are you like this? How are you like this? How'd you end up like this? Because I was so sensitive. And I never stopped being sensitive. And this whole thing has brought that little 9-year-old girl back out. And she's on the playground again with Chambray and Stacy. And she feels safe and she feels loved. So thank you, everyone, for all the love and the support and the camaraderie and shared experiences. It's been great.
Not all of us redheads just casually trauma bonding over our childhoods right now. I am so seen. I'm feeling so seen and so heard, and I haven't even really had to talk about it with anybody, and it's refreshing. I used to get asked if I even had eyebrows, because you really can't see them. My hair used to be much more red, but unfortunately, it's not unfortunate. I spit out another redhead, and I guess my toner just, faded. So I passed it on, I copied and pasted. But it's just to see so many others who have gone through what I did as far as bullying was coming up about my hair, my freckles, and all of those things. I am here for it. I love y'all, fellow, what are we? We're autumn-kissed red velvets. Love y'all.
So let me get this straight. Gingers are now black. Oh, hold on. I know it doesn't look like it, but that was me in 2011. The red? That's me. So hold on. I hated being a ginger so much that I started dyeing my hair and bleaching away my freckles when I was 13 years old. And when I was 6 years old, I got called fire crotch by my friend's mom. Also, here's my proof of all of the skin brightening and whitening and bleaching agents I have used to get rid of my freckles. Obviously, they're not all gone. I still have them on my shoulder, but it's been a while. I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you to the black community for being so loving in the past few days on TikTok to the gingers, because it really does mean a lot to a lot of us. So, thank you. And maybe one day I will feel comfortable enough to return to my natural beauty. Also, to my fellow gingers, this combo goes crazy. Give it a try.
I think that last one was particularly sad because she was made to hate herself so much from early onset that she started trying to get rid of her freckles. Redhead people, I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. Freckles are the cheat code. Who doesn't like freckles? If anybody told you that they do not like freckles, they was lying to you and they was hating on you. If anybody ever told you that something is wrong with red hair, something is wrong with glowing red hair, they are lying to you. You know what I mean? I'm a married man, so I can't jump out the window, but redhead women are beautiful. I don't know how y'all could be convinced otherwise. But this trend has showed, man, that we need to put some respect on our redhead people, and we need to show them a lot more respect. It made me reflect and think that they're in a little tight spot in America, because America sells this white versus black racism. That's what America sells, you know what I mean? It's white versus black. And then once you get into black, they break us up in dark to lightest, you know what I mean? But it's the white versus black racism. And they ended up being forced to be on the side with the people they was fighting with back in their home country. And the only time their plight gets brought up is the downplay somebody else's plight. And what I mean by that is you never hear about Irish slavery on its own. The only time you hear Irish slavery brought up is when black people are talking about they were slaves, somebody are throwing in, well, Irish people were slaves too, but you never hear that plight brought up on its own. My whole 49 years, I have never heard the Irish plight spoken about just through the Irish lens, the Irish plight. It only gets brought up when somebody's talking about black slavery. And that gotta be crazy, man. But I salute them. I salute them though, because it shows so much interpersonal strength to do all this suffering, never open your mouth and just keep on trucking. But we got to do better though.
So I've been a ginger for 50 years now. 50 years. I've been called everything from fire crotch to soulless. I've been told I'm going extinct. They called me Richie Rose growing up. They told me I should dye my hair. They called me redheaded stepchild. I wasn't a stepchild. I was adopted, but I wasn't a stepchild. I've heard so many things due to being redheaded that I've forgotten half of them. And the thing is, because of this, I realized that being funny and making fun of myself was a good way to make other people not feel so powerful when they made fun of me. And for the most part, that's worked. There's been a few times where I've actually had to stand on business, and don't get it twisted, I can do that. But I don't like to do that. I'm a pretty happy guy. I like it that way. I guess what I'm trying to say is the one thing that being redheaded, ginger, did for me was it made me resilient. It gave me this like thick skin that only being made fun of for what you look like could do. And don't get it twisted, it wasn't just little kids. It was kids when I was a kid. It was adults when I was a kid. It was old people. And they were all white. I don't think I've ever in 50 years been made fun of for being a redhead by anybody other than white people. And now 3 days into some TikTok trend saying that I'm black, which, look, y'all, I know I'm not black. Do I look black? I'm ginger. Now, maybe that gives me some kind of similarities, and maybe that gives me some kind of connection with y'all, but I'm not black. I know this. Let's be real. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend and make jokes, because that's what I usually do, but I'm being serious here when I tell y'all that in my whole 50 years, I've never felt so much love from one group of people as I do right now. And I think I speak for most gingers out here on TikTok when I tell y'all that. And I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Like, I don't know if I've ever felt this confident in my whole life. That said, I just want y'all to know, I got your back. I've always had your back. But I really, really, really got your back now. So I don't know how long this will last. I don't know how long it is before one of us dumbasses goes and f***s it all up. But I'll tell you what, even after that happens, because I feel like it's going to, but even after that happens, I just want to tell you all thank you for recognizing us and for giving us even just a little moment of feeling this way.
But you know, whenever it's a love fest anywhere on the internet, it's going to be the haters. And they going to try their hardest to infiltrate and break it up. But they wasn't allowed this time. They got the boot, and they got the boot right away.
All right, so now gingers think that they're black, and I'm not sure why.
First off, mind your business. Hey, how about you mind your business and don't worry about our redhead cousins? Because guess what? It ain't for you to understand. You don't have to understand it. And I hope no one tries to explain it to you. And newsflash, stop misrepresenting what they said. They never said they hate who they are. They said they hate how they've been treated by y'all. So go ahead and relax. You ain't got to understand it. The science ain't got a science for you because it doesn't matter. You're not invited, right? Just mind your business. Leave them alone. Keep your mouth off of them. See, because you're representing what they are complaining about, being misunderstood and mistreated. And you just lie because they never said, I hate who I am. They said, I hate how I've been treated. 12-year-old girls being asked if the carpet matched the drapes or whatever that weird it is. Violation. Being mistreated and beat up and bullied because of their hair color. Violation. Don't worry about my ginger cousins. Don't worry about the redheads. We got them. Mind your business. Your approval is not needed, your acceptance is not needed, and your understanding is not needed. You don't even have to comply. There's nothing here for you. Get a clue. And one more thing. Nobody is black skinned. This is black. Nobody is black skinned.
I was sitting here, I was just literally just thinking that we literally adopted, no, not adopted. It's like we took a whole entire group of people in a matter of days without any intention of giving them back and ain't. I'm like, damn, it's not up for debate. It's not up for discussion. It's sealed and closed. You ain't going to get them back. What we'll give them back for? So you can constantly mistreat them and abuse them, call them names? No. They're going to stay with us where they're loved and appreciated. So don't even ask, can you have them back? Because the answer is
no. No. No, 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 no.
There it is, y'all. Redheads are now black. I don't make the rules. I just report the news, man. But this was eye-opening to me to see that redheads go through a lot, man. And more often than not, during their lifetime coming up, they're going to get bullied, and they're going to get bullied just because of the red hair.
My red hair is the bane of my existence.
And that throws me off because to me, the red hair was always pretty cool. I ain't never seen nothing wrong with it. To be young with super curly red hair didn't seem like a bad deal to me, but I guess having to live through it and people making stuff up and trying to convince you that you soulless as a little kid, that's some evil stuff.
Gingers have toes!
Yo, if you was a kid out there and you was telling other little kids they was soulless, man, hope you turned your life around now that we adults, man. But a lot of the stuff that was said was just some real rotten stuff that they had to go through, man. I had no clue, man. But my redheads out there, realize y'all beautiful people in and out. Don't take the bait. Now that you know what you done went through and you done seen that everybody got the same experience. That was the real wild part to me. Everybody's experience damn near was the same exact experience, but nobody knew each other. Those was all total strangers, but all had the exact same experience. That's saying something about America, y'all.
What does America mean to you?
But anyway, man, like always, hit me up in the comments section. Let me know how y'all feel about this one.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you done made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
So, this is for black people. If you're not black, keep scrolling. It's not for you. But I have to apologize formally to my own people, the Gingers, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been like 96 hours and we're still here. And that surprised me. I thought for sure we were gonna f this up. Like day one, I thought we were gonna f this up for sure. So, I'm sorry, that's on me. I underestimated my own people. Shout out to my Gingers. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Keep it together.